Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are looking at Pinball Storm Lokanta, which checked this out a while back while it was in early access, and it has just come out in full release. So we're going to take a look and see. I've actually checked out some of the stuff already. Now, we're actually to show you the meta progression. The meta progression is actually inside the game, and it's this rest zone. And you can come in here, so we're going to go over that real quick, and then we'll go out there, and we're going to be doing a farming mission today, because I'm still farming up some stuff to get all my upgrades and stuff. You have a bunch of people to talk to. There's actual story behind it, and then you have some other stuff. We're not going to talk to them, because you'll want to do that on your own. You also have a kind of a cool prize mechanic here. So you have a gacha, and you can upgrade how the quality of what you get out of the gacha through these little coupons. And you can also spend the coupons on rolls. So I've upgraded mine, so they're kind of way more expensive than they are at the beginning. Because I wanted to get some stuff. And you have a little mini gacha game you can come in here and play. And with the things that you get out of said gacha, you can go over to the bartender. And the bartender will let you do prize preparation, which is you can hold like 3 items in your bag. I've never found the ability to put 4 in, just 3. And each of them has their own ability. So that itself is one of your meta progressions, is just getting these out of your gacha for the thing. You have pinballs, which I haven't unlocked. I think this one was unlocked by default as well. I think they both are. But either way, these cost gold to upgrade. So I'm actually going to be upgrading. This was the one that we're going to be using today. Which, no. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, we're going to upgrade those because do we upgrade the second time? You know what? I think we do, because that's going to lower the reload time, and it's going to give us another sprint charge. And the sprint cooldown's better, too. So we're going to be going on a gold run anyway, so let's do that. That's going to get us a little bit ahead of the game in damage. So let's jump out here, and you'll be able to see what the actual gameplay is like. Now, there's I think, let me go back in there just one brief moment. We're going to be on this map anyway. But the character upgrades also, I believe they cost a different currency, and you get this currency. This is sort of your normal stuff. I'm hoping there'll be more pops up later, but there might not be. Either way, this is sort of your normal statistic upgrades in the meta, and you get points during your runs, and you're able to upgrade them as long as you have enough points. So there we go. Now we'll get back out there. We're going to stay in the first zone. As I said, I'm doing a little farming here. This one's pretty good. The maps are all pretty different, and they do play different. So, for example, like this first map is fairly easy. We could go here. Now, this does have the pinball theme, and they do a really good job of using it. Some of these areas like this are so good. We might go there because we're farming gold. We're trying to farm gold. Hopefully, we have a lot more damage on our. We just upgraded to 140, I think it was 120 or 140, and we were doing. It started at 80. With the upgrade, with the items I have in my pouch, we were at. Why is this not loading very quickly? It's on an SSD. Maybe this is one of those. Let me pause this. Nope, there we go. Okay. Sometimes I've had a couple games where you have to pause the recording before it really triggers. So this is possibly, we don't have anything right now. We don't have any of these. You'll see them. There are in-run upgrades. This person trades some for other random ones and can sometimes upgrade them. Sometimes great. I don't know why it spawns first, though. It always seems to spawn first. Oh, that 120 there. Ooh, ooh. I think that's my computer. That's not the game. My computer, like my video card just went. So we're trying to gain levels. Now, here's what she trades 2 of and other amounts to get these. Now, each of these is a upgrade for your pinball, and they upgrade just like in the runs. You get some really cool stuff. We're actually going to go with the increased damage one, because I'm thinking with our extra upgrades, these guys are still pretty hard. Like, they still take like 2 hits. But most of this is also going to be like, you have things you can ricochet it off of, and you're going to be trying for stuff like that. And you can ricochet it off yourself too, which is cool. If you're in a straight line with him, you can do that, and that works really well. I need to find a way to upgrade my my pinball release speed, besides the gold upgrade. Hopefully, though, these two levels, like the first 2 or 3 levels, I found I got the gold upgrades quite a few times, but in later levels, I didn't find that I got them as much. So we're gonna grab the red pearl. Let's make them on fire. All right, let's grab all this XP. All right, pinball kills, increase speed, burning enemies explode upon death. Yes, we will. That'll be nice. Now, as you're doing this, you have a bunch of missions over here, and those will get you more of those coupons. You also, I think you also get coupons for like finishing the mission, a certain amount for finishing the mission too. So even if you just get a whole bunch of these that are kind of a pain, you're still probably going to earn a decent amount. Do we want to add poison to that, or do we want duplicates? Let's re-roll that. Turn into a spirit and follow you. That one's pretty fun. They look like a little slime. It's cute. But let's go with explosions, because I think this would be a good one, because explosions are fun. Everybody likes explosions. Except people with PTSD. Well, various kinds of PTSD. Not all PTSD involves explosions or anything like that. All right. Pinball hits a building, its damage increases. That's pretty good. Pinball hits with burn status. It deals extra damage. That's also good. Burning is triggered. It ignites in an area. I think we're going to go with this because I think that one tends to be pretty good. And one of the things that I was saying... Okay, now we have a fever time. Now, when you have a fever time, your ball, which would normally disappear most of the time when it hits the screen edge and doesn't hit a wall, will kind of leave. And so fever time, it always bounces back. So that's when you can get a lot of these combos going and things like that. So you want to be hitting fever times pretty often. Now this map itself has this area right over here. And one of the places I have found to farm money, gold specifically, is these areas. All right, let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and these tickets, you can spend them in run, but they also are the same as the out of run. So you can spend them on this guy on the in run to make your run easier, and a lot of this is really good, like this. There's times you're going to want to use at least both of these, and I've actually used this one before to save myself when I was getting ready to die. So we're going to grab this one right here, and then we'll grab it. Increase area explosion. Hits you, ignite yourself, increasing movement speed and igniting other enemies nearby. We get hit by our own ball a lot. So, hopefully it doesn't... I don't think it'll do any damage. Yeah, we're not doing any damage to ourselves. We're just exploding. We're exploding with the power of pinball. So, if you can get yourself into a corner in some maps, or, in this case, in this particular map, if you can get yourself into... this area over here. This is actually a cool thing, by the way. If we go over here, we do at certain points you can activate this and it will like murder a bunch of things in the area for you. But there's a gold upgrade for your pinball, which I find to be super good. And it involves basically for farming gold, it's every time the pinball hits a wall, it drops gold. And oh my god, it made me so much money. Oh yeah, look at that though. That explosion. Oh no, that's real nice. Now, sometimes you do want to wander the map. I find not always, but most of the time I want to. Let's try and see if we can get... Same enemy twice, trigger a big explosion. Okay, yeah, so we like that. Because that'll happen a lot. Because if we just do this, and it hits us and bounces back to the same guy, and he lives through it, then we're gonna... Okay, so now here's our fever timer again, which is nice. Fever time's not always the best time to move, but if we're early in the match like this, when the spawns aren't really huge amounts of spawns, it can be pretty good. Now there's a vendor on the map that moves. There he is. He's randomly in one area or another. That's our guy that we were at earlier. So each time you open him, he randoms to a different area. I think we're gonna go ahead and magnet this one. And that'll give us all that XP to drop back there. Alright. Pinball hits enemies, small chance to recover hit points. That's a really good way to keep yourself alive. It really does work too. Increase initial speed. I think we're going to go with that one. because that'll get them more hits out of them during their life. Now, if in this game, if you're struggling a little bit, get in an area with lots of walls, because it'll just clean house. Like, it really does. You can just take a bunch of guys out, because sometimes you're going to be 3 or 4 hits on these guys before they die, and it can be a pain. But the game overall is very fun. I like the story. The story has an interesting beat to it, and everybody in the area except possibly our main character is isekai'd into this one. Let's see. We can increase the speed of the pinball when it kills things. That's not bad. When hitting buildings, exploding, let's go for more explosions. Again, who doesn't like more explosions? Now, if you know you're going to make a bunch of tickets up, if like sometimes you'll get difficult ones, like we'll make all the tickets that we spent up. There's our fever when it just went up. That's one of the reasons why you shouldn't be afraid to spend a little bit, at least in these matches. Like, that way you don't have to just stay in one area, because sometimes it seems like the events generate. I don't know if they generate on a clock. I think some of them do, but some of them seem to kind of just be in a different location after you use them. So you can kind of sometimes find a bunch of things, or at least that's my experience so far. So sometimes at certain ones, like the shop and the other one, I could find a couple of them. I tried this knockback. It wasn't bad. Chance to trigger recovery effect. Okay, so we're healing on that, and if pinball hits me, it'll trigger recovery effect. That'll actually help us out a lot, because that means that we can do that and heal. Look at that. So there's some really, really fun stuff because of the way the pinball mechanic is, and they play into that mechanic for almost everything that you're doing here. And there's ways to use the environment to your advantage, and I think that's one of the really nice parts is it's like, okay, we have to give it a little bit of effort here. We have to think about our positioning. Am I being, like right now we're doing a lot of damage, so we can roam around. Sometimes though, if your damage isn't as high, you're gonna want to stay somewhere like this where you've got a bunch of walls that you can rely on to help you wipe a whole bunch of bad guys out. So I think that gives it a kind of its own little vibe and a pretty cool gameplay loop. We've had some ones with some pretty good gameplay loops though last year. There were some really good ones. Hopefully they all make it out of early access, or at least continue in early access. Ooh, let's go. Do we want to visit our frog guy? Okay, so these, once you get this thing on, you can actually just keep this thing going and it'll just chop these dudes up. It's kind of funny when it happens. Pits of building, small chance to recover. Oh, I've never seen that one before. I think we're going to go with that. That's cool. So that's yet another way to heal. There's a lot of decent ways to heal in this game. You actually have a lot of options in this game. So yeah, hopefully though, we're going to get that. Hopefully we're going to get that gold thing, because we need gold. That way we can upgrade our pinballs. So the story I like and everything so far, like I said, the graphics. Oh man. Each run is 20 minutes, so you're probably looking at. I think we will do we'll do that level up there. I'm knockback, slowed enemies. Did I pick up the one slowed? Oh no, slows enemies on hit. So that's the first one. Let's go with poison. Let's be a raid boss and put too much stuff on the ground. All right. So hopefully it doesn't come alive and slap me this time. Okay, now we've got another one of those. Hey, we're already at level 14 out of 25 that it wants us to have. When burn affected, ignites nearby enemies. That's a pretty good one. Chance they return us. Okay, let's go with the spirit because they're cute. See? Ah, look at them. They're so cute. And there's a whole bunch of things that go with them. Like eventually they can do some damage if things run into them. They can bash guys in the head. Well, not bash guys, but they do a lot of healing. We have probably way too much healing at this point. But that's okay, because they're cute. All right. Oh, we're getting really good luck on this one too. Like normally you don't tend to keep them maxed out for that long because you have to kill guys and there's only a chance for it. Alright, let's see. Increase burn duration. That's not bad. Let's re-roll that one. Pinball hits a building and poisonous cloud happens. I will definitely do that. Hopefully, we got quite a bit of time left, so I'm hopeful we can get the gold one, or at least one of them. Because usually, if you can get one of them, you can come out with a pretty good chunk of gold. So we may do some gambling when we get back too. The gotcha machine is calling our name. See, kill streaks can be kind of hard to do because it's pretty easy as you get up in power. It's actually pretty easy to like get to the point where the enemy isn't doing you kill them too fast, so they don't really reach there, and then you time out in between. Slight increase in spirits disappear. Joy. Those are all good. Those are all really good. Let's apply 2 poison stacks. I like that. I like that. I like the sounds of it. All right, we need to find our shop guy. There he is. All right. He was like, "Yep, just in time. I'm over here." We're gonna probably yoink all that experience. We should be able to get those. Oh, hey, that's the good one. That's the big one. These are your ones that do your big in-run upgrades, and I think they appear on a timer. So, in our case, if we do... Well, we can't guarantee we're going to get clones, so I don't want to grab something we can't guarantee we can do. We do have explosions, and then they would explode twice, but I think we'll go ahead and re-roll this. Recovery trigger will increase our maximum, or strongly empowers the burn effect. Let's go there. Oh, hey. You moved while I was in a menu, sir. That's why I said usually you have to move around sometimes, because this guy does move around. All right, let's collect all the XP. And where did it drop it? Right on top of me. Perfect. Well, at that point, we want to increase the burn duration, right? Be silly not to. And our burn is being applied when one guy gets it applied. A whole bunch of people get it applied. So yeah, that works out pretty good. I don't really need your services right yet, sir. We might soon, though. Depending on how this goes. If we can cleave a way through here, there's a lot of XP back there. So you can... One of the things, like I said, if you get like somewhere like this, if you get somewhere like this and you just start launching a bunch of pinballs down there, it will literally just chunk out huge amounts because it's bouncing between them. Burn effect, it also ignites. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Burn. So that should be stacking up burn. Oh, the random lady is random. We'll do one of her things, because who knows what'll happen. I mean, some of them are good. I've had good results from it, but it is random, and you kind of have to be willing to accept that it may take away something that you've been working on, or it may accidentally take away the source of most of your damage, which I have had that happen. So we have a couple different choices here. We can do the gold, which transforms any 2. Now that we have them, it would take any 2 out of here. We have the purple, which is, I think it's random 1-to-1. Yeah. This one takes 3 to turn them into a gold, which are very strong. And then this one just grabs 1 and makes another one random. So we're going to do it. We're going to do the gold one for 2 and see what we get. What did we get? So we're losing the poison on building hit, and we're losing the ignite in the area, which we just got. So we're not going to miss it. We just got it. Spirits will disappear after 3 collisions now. So now they can get hit by more guys, which is good, because when they get hit, that's the one thing that kind of makes your spirit thing go down by a huge amount, is when they start getting hit. So them being able to take more hits is definitely, that was a nice upgrade. Oh, it looks like we might be able to... Come on. Oh, we were so close. I was paying attention to the score over there, and we were at 50. We had just hit 52 out of 60. But then I ran into something because I was paying attention to the scoreboard over there. It happens. Recovery pool or slow? Well, here's the after images. More score. Pinball hits yourself. Poisonous cloud. Pinball hit creates an orbit. Those aren't too bad. I think we'll do that, though. I do like me some poison. Poison and fire are real strong in this game. Oh yeah, look at our little crowd now. Yeah, see how they got hit? So you gotta kind of if you're using that thing to get the good amount of healing, you have to kind of be willing to constantly move. Whereas in some games, when you're not using those, you can very well get away with like barely moving at all. I think we will go with that one. I'm really hoping for the gold thing, and it's denying us. All right, let's see. That's pretty good for when we have a fever, so we'll take it. When you go into fever time, it can add quite a bit of damage to your because it's based off your score multiplier, I think. But it does add a decent chunk of damage when you're in fever time. All right. All right, frog guy. I don't really need you around right now, but I will move you because I think you're sitting on. Ah, there we go. We could have kept him around. It wouldn't have hurt. Well, let's get in here where we can make some good bounces, though. Our damage is just starting to get a little bit on the low side. So hopefully, in a little box like this, we can. There we go. We get our little fever going, and that means it does more stuff. Ooh, we're gonna have to run out of here, and we're gonna have to take some damage. Pinball hits enemies with burn status, deal extra damage, explosions, apply large. Let's do that. Do that. Okay, so we do have a good amount of healing, so we're more safe to tank a shot or two than you might otherwise be if we didn't have that. So it's not too bad. Let's grab some of this experience. See if we can't get ourselves a level here without having to pay for it. we should be able to reach all of those goals very easily in this run. 120 kill streak really isn't too terribly hard. All right. Because you're kind of gonna get it naturally. Okay, we got both of those guys. It'd be nice if we could get another upgrade. I think we should. I think we're almost due for another upgrade of the big tie-up, the sort of the run changing ones. I think there should be one of those coming up soon. There's some cool ones which multiply the amount of balls that you have, and some of them can just go crazy. We may end up gambling just to see if we can get one of those. But that would be like doing a random, so it doesn't take away all of our toys. Man, these guys are starting to get a little rough. Oh, and the little dinosaurs coming at me are killing me. Oh, pardon me. Let's do it. Let's do a random. All right, random for random. Okay, so we lost a purple. That maybe not optimal. And 2 poison sacks, and that's not going to be that big a deal. So now we're freezing. Okay. I can live with that. That does make things a little easier to deal with in some sense. Alright. Oh, no. I gotta stop looking at the scoreboard. I keep getting hit. I do wonder if there will be a meta progression thing that allows you to get like one more pinball at the beginning of the day. Like maybe be able to throw 2 pinballs. That would be cool. Sometimes I've had runs. You can win runs without the like pinball multipliers. There's 2 of them that I know of. One of them, if you hit a enemy with a pinball, it takes that pinball and shoots out 2 it becomes 2 pinballs. And then the other one, if you get hit with a pinball, it becomes another pinball is launched. So you get basically 2 every time you get hit by it. So both of those are really good. And honestly, any run you get those in, I feel like you can kind of say you're probably pretty likely going to be winning that one. We need to get some bounces going here. There we go. Oh no, man. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's gonna help out. We like the fever time because it just does a huge amount. Like, you get so much out of that. Oh yeah, there's our thing. We're going. Pew! That dash is... It's a dash. Technically. More like a gentle lunge. But yeah, this... no, the gameplay is really good. It's very... The hitboxes are actually remarkably consistent, too, which is very nice. There we go. I was saying. So, you get one of these, and all of a sudden... The situation becomes very different because now we have a bunch of pinballs. Ooh, we can increase the damage again. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and we have an item. Oh, we got... Oh, yeah, that's right. Those two do come, like, almost back to back, don't they? I forgot about that. Like, I wasn't paying too much attention to the timers. Alright, let's see here. Pinball exists. Increased defense. That's not bad. When frozen, the enemies can take continuous damage is actually really strong. But I think we're going to re-roll for that. And we're going to hope... Yeah, we'll go with the little orbs that help us mow down guys. So yeah, once you get one of those two, and as you know, the pinballs actually shoot at a fairly lackadaisical pace. So there are some upgrades for that, thankfully. Oh, look at that spirit line we had before I murdered them all. Oh man. Oh yeah, because that's a boss one. That's a boss one. There's some of these are boss ones. I forget about those things. When pinball disappears, summon a blizzard above Jory. Blizzard moves slowly in a random direction. I've never seen that. Let's do it. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the spell graphic at least. Spell graphic looks real good. Oh, some of that sweet, sweet healing, please. Oh, no. Oh, that actually pushed me. It has collision. Okay, do we risk it? Let's do it. Let's risk one. Alright, we're losing something really cool. Extra damage on burn status is not that big of a deal. Pinball hits frozen enemies. Oh, okay, so we kind of traded... We traded our fire extra for an ice extra. Which, given our amount of ice that we're doing now, is probably not a terrible idea. Alright. 2 minutes. Alright, we need one of those little fever time things going on here. Hey, there we go. Let's get all these things going. And look at that kill counter right there. See, at this point in the run, when you do like these crazy shots that spread into 500 different things, it works a little better, and this is where you get yours. Most of those missions you're not going to get done until towards the end. We haven't activated fever time enough, which is a bit of a bummer. And we just got that back if we wanted. Yeah, we'll take that. We literally just got the one we traded off back, so that works. Now we do fire explosions and the other ones. Yeah, see, look at that. Oh, man. Reaches level 10? I think I'm past level 10, man. That mission's like, nah, man. Nah. Oh. Oh. It stopped for a moment. I was a little worried. Okay, let's grab increased explosion areas, which we do need. We needs all the explosions, ice, fire, everything. Oh man, if you take this, what we're doing down here, and you move it up, oh my god, look at all that XP. Sure, we'll take that, because we're going to go up like another level here in 2 seconds. We have so much healing, we can just face tank our way through that pool of XP. Sure, more healing. I likes to be invulnerable. Functionally. Oh, we got one more level though. If we get this one more level, we'll get that level 31. There we go. Scorched Earth. continuous damage on frozen. So that should add. There we go. Kill 180 enemies. Look at activate fever 1 time. So yeah, if you get up into these pipes up here, this is where things go crazy, because you start getting these little areas where there's a billion walls and things to bounce off of, and you can actually end up making it harder on yourself because everything can die so fast in some of these areas that it will break your combo. Whoops. Gold drop. I mean, better late than never. Oh, looks like they're all dropping the good gold, though. They're dropping the big gold. We want all the gold because we need so many pinball upgrades. Woo! Ah, yeah, very much like, if you like Survivor style ones, if you like the roguelites and stuff like that, you're gonna enjoy this. You'll have fun. Gold drops when it hits buildings. That's the other one. And you can see as it's doing that, just that, we start filling the screen with money. And then you just go, we're just picking things up at that point. We have enough heat. We have so much healing. We can literally face tank half of the stuff in here. We just have to occasionally walk away. Well, there's our fever time again. Okay. We'll gain more orbits when our orbits go away. Sure. I have no problem with that. By the way, I really like the health bar, and they're a little bit small, but you can see them there, the dash bar and the health bar, on the right characters. It makes it so much easier when you're paying attention to him and making sure you don't have to do things. Every time, 5 times, yes, please. Now we'll have, like, orbits forever. Yeah, we won. Look at that. Now we cranked up all the way up to 220. And we got a bunch of gold. So I can upgrade my pinballs some more. So, basically what you do to get through a set... Oh, it didn't reset the map. No, I was on the wrong map. To do a reset, when you first enter, you're going to have a couple of these to go through, and then you go to a boss, and that beats that district, and then you'll have another district to go on. This one was a little rough for me. I wasn't able to do it, which is part of the reason why we're farming. The other thing I wanted to show is that there is an endless mode, but it seemed like you could scale so high in the endless mode that functionally, at one point, I didn't feel like I could die, which not necessarily the worst thing in the world. But in the endless mode, it looks like you don't get to keep all your upgrades. You just have some of the abilities and stuff. So it's kind of a cool thing, and they are 2 different modes. So I like the story. I think you'll enjoy the story because the story gives it a little bit of extra, kind of thing to... I like the fact that the meta progression is in... These types of games like Hades and those things where you have your little base of operations, I like it presented this way. I always think that's a really nice way to present it. Let's go gotcha for a moment. See if we get anything really cool. Oh, what are you? You're new. Increased pinball loading time, but can launch 2 pinballs now. Oh, that's going to be great. Oh, that was a great roll. Yay! It's because the audience is watching, because my luck is normally not great. All right, this has been Pinball Storm Lokanta. If you like this, again, there'll be links to the Steam page in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back for the next one. And most of all, I hope you have a great day.